Dear colleagues, dear friends, welcome to the second part of our plenary session. And it's a great pleasure for me to invite Professor Yordan Kyosev from the Technical University of Dresden, Germany. Professor Kyosev, please welcome.
Thank you. How many minutes you give me? How long? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. I just like it to ask when I have to finish, how many minutes I have before I start in order to know the time management.
Can you share your presentation?
Yes, just a second. Okay. Ganze Bildschirm. Can you see now my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm really happy to present in Bulgaria, but next time I hope to be live there. This time this was not so easy to be organized. My name is Yordan Kyosev, and I am since 3 years professor for development and assembly of textile products at TU Dresden in Germany. Аз говоря и български, но виждам, че има участници, които не знаят български, затова трябва да продължа на английски език.
Yes, in English, please.
Yes. If you have questions after that, you can ask me in Bulgarian as well. I just like it to explain. So it's my pleasure to present a project which we are started now working together with a couple of partners. The topic is named Dress Up, Dance and Digitally Dive in the Culture, or the short name is 4DCulture. It is co-founded by the European Union, and you will see now as well more details. I will give first short introduction about our university, then just a list of our project partners, and then I will give you information how we have performed scanning of dancing persons, folklore costumes, and finally we will get some information what follows in the next. TU Dresden is one of the leading universities in Germany. It was founded 1828. It's a very old university. We have 17 faculties and cover all topics of the science and engineering. And inside of the TU Dresden, in the Faculty of Machinery Engineering, we have Institute of Textile and High Performance Machines. You see some numbers about number of students, programs, and so on. And the institute consists of 2 chairs. The one is the chair of textile technology, where my colleague, Professor Sheriff, with about 80 people, scientific personnel, is working in the area from polymer until the textile fabrics. It can be woven, knitted, or non-woven and so on. And the other chair is my chair about development and assembly of textile products. We take the fabrics and prepare the final products. So here just idea that we cover all the fields of science from architecture, civil engineering, health, mobility, and so on. My chair, we have one of the topics, which is the assembly technology. It means selling and welding machines for textiles, additive manufacturing, placing polymer over the textiles as a basic for medical textiles, and so on. This is the one part of our work. And the other work is based on the product development, where the team developed here different clothing for medical application, for supporting ill people, for flying wingsuits. If you like to jump from 4,000 meters and fly a long time, there are wingsuits which are developed here in Dresden, or workwear to be convenient, where we have to analyze the motion. We have as well diploma, bachelor and master program, probably interesting for some of you or your children, the master program in textile machinery and high performance textile materials. is studied in German language, but there is as well possibility using the DAAD fellowship to qualify for the German language and to get finances for the study, and additionally require this program at least 2-year industrial experience. But now let me come to the project. The partners are here listed. We have University of Western Attica is the coordinator, the company Virtual Campus, Creative Thinking Development, Kauno Technology Universities, TU Dresden, Trachea University, which is host today of the conference, and Hellenic Dance Academy. In the web page is here given. It's easy, 4DCulture.eu. What is the goal of this project? We like to keep for the future the textiles, the dancing motion, the history of the folklore, of the ethnography of our countries, to prepare a platform where the people in the future can have this knowledge, can see, and to have the new digital tools in the visualization and learning of such dances in order to keep this for the future. How is our contribution as Dresden? We have one of the fastest scanners for bodies. It is named 4D scan because we scan 3-dimensional bodies in the motion. It means the 4th dimension is the time. This is the look from the laboratory. So you see there are different models here. Each of them is a 3D scanner. And if the person is moving inside, it can be recorded as a set of point clouds within this room and saved as such data. Here, just to get idea, the scanning system is coming from Spain, from Valencia, from the Institute IBV. It's named MoveWave 4D. This is the name of the system. We can run dancers in a space of 2 by 3 by 3 meters. We have 1 millimeter resolution. It means we have a lot of points over the body, and we can scan up to 180 frames in 1 second, which is very high frequency. Normally for dances, it is enough to have 30 frames or even 20 frames per second. Finally, we get files. Each file is 1 frame. It means for 1 second, you get 30 files with about 50,000 points and texture. Here, just idea how the scanning data is looking like. On the left side, you see the points, visualize the spheres from the surface of one body. And if you like to see this as a mesh, then this points has to be triangulated. It means connected by lines in order to have this a surface mesh. And here you can see recorded motions just from walking. The second and third person, it's me. If you I try to go down, how the scanner records the motion, what happens with the body, and you can follow what changes in the textile structure, in the clothing, in the body, and analyze this to make better products later. So here you see animation of such motions, but now I have only one view, but they are really 3-dimensional data. It means we can change the viewpoint in the software and see this motion from other point, from other side, and analyze what happens. So this is the advantage of this 4D scanner. Or we can analyze what happens with some of the lengths. For instance, if you would like to produce trousers, we know that the length changes between different sizes, and this is the curve which follow this foot there. We have another system as well for motion capturing. This is named from company Rococo. This is based not more on optical scanning, but on sensors which have a position, or let's say they measure accelerations and linear and angular accelerations. And the system has 19 sensors, and principally has accuracy of less than 1 centimeter. It's not so accurate like the 4D scanner, but we can have enough frames per second and record only the motion. So you can see probably on that video, this is the human who is moving with a special suite with the sensors. And on the right side, this is the recorded motion visualized on a small robot, which we can use after that for animating different motions. So our idea is to use this system to record the dancing steps and to keep them for the future so that the people can have a look on them even after 100 years and know how they have to be performed. So let me see why I cannot change the next slide. Something happens. My computer now has to be restarted. Very funny. Can you hear me now? It seems I have to restart. Back. I don't know what happens. I had to go out and again come back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Yes, yes.
I don't know, very sorry, but so let me see again the screen. I stopped just in that position. This is the technique today. Where was it? It was here. Okay, ganze Bildschirm. Can you see my screen? Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Well, let me hope that it will continue. So this was the Rococo. I hope you have seen that as motion. And now just to overview, we had in October a meeting with dancers of different countries, from Greece, from Bulgaria, from Lithuania, and first explained how the scanning is working. Then 2 days we learned the different dances. Even German dances, Bulgarian, Greek dances. I can try to show a little bit larger this picture to see this is classical Bulgarian choreo. This is German polka. And finally, we started recording these motions in our labs and trying to integrate this in the software. So this is on the left side. Let me try the Bulgarian folklore clothing, which was sent from Yambol. And the right side, we have some from Greek. And there was as well scanned as with high resolution. So let me see now how it's looking, the scanning motion. This is one Greek dance. This is just the mesh of the human body without the folklore clothing. We need this data if we like to simulate the clothing motion over this person. We name this digital avatar and use this data after that to make the virtual dancing. So for this reason, we have to scan the person with close to the body clothing. And this is one dance recorded now with a 4D scanner. Here is the same dance with folklore clothing, but just as points. We cannot use the mesh, so you can have different points of view, but these are just these are about 1 million of points with different colors. And what I cannot show here now online, but if you have the software, you can see it from the different sides. You can analyze how the motion is, where it's the step, and so on. Here you can see the recording with the Rococo suite of the dance, and the right-hand side as well the visualization. And this is a single file which we will put on the online platform prepared by the partners very soon, so that after the project end, we have to have multiple dances recorded and the people are able to download them, enter in software or look, visualize and try to learn even if there is nobody in the surrounding who can teach them. This is an example of folklore clothing which was created already as a simulation in the system Cloth 3D for clothing development, so that we can have as well some pattern and check how it looks like. And one of the biggest problems here is the scanning of the costumes, because all national costumes have a lot of details with ornaments, and they require a lot of memory to be scanned. So for this, we have used a handheld scanner, Artec Leo. Here's some data. You can have resolution 2.3 megapixel, but we produce three-dimensional picture with enough frames per second, with very high resolution, less than 1 millimeter. And here you can see the scanned 3D view of the Bulgarian folklore clothing. I have prepared this as well as rotating object, but now after the crash, the program is not more running. I will try for probably at the end to open it again. So principally, the idea is that if you open this file, even with open source software like MeshLab, you can zoom and you can rotate and have a look how the complete pattern is created, which ornaments are there, and you can see it more or less live, even if you're not at that location. And in that way, you can keep this knowledge preserve it for the future in all this beautiful decoration. So the summary is that we have three systems. The one is the Rococo suite, which allow us to save the motion steps. And they create relatively small files. They are suitable to be stored in some web system or in a browser. And then you can download them and use for simulation for learning. We can scan as well the dancers with close to the body clothing to make realistic simulation. The file size there is large. We have about 3 gigabytes of data. I like just to prepare something. And the next one is to have the hand scanning. So the costume which I have opened, I will try to show it again, is as well 500 megabytes, the complete file. So you can rotate, but this is a lot of data, and this is our problem which we have to solve somehow in the project, that if we like to represent all beautiful ornaments of the folklore clothing, we need to show this as a larger file. There are not repetitions like in the common, let's say, clothing, that you have repeats. You have single ornaments which are different in the different places. But we hope with these 3 techniques to be able to preserve the dances, the motion, the folklore clothing of the partner countries, and prepare a platform where this data is saved and to be extended after that in the future. Finally, I like to thank you and to advise that the next dancing festival is planned to be in Greece, probably August or September 23. You have just to check from time to time the webpage 4DCulture EU or follow us and link it. And then we will try as well there to make some recordings. But first we have to get the information from the Greek partners when exactly and how exactly will be prepared. And then we can meet there live and see and demonstrate as well the dancing. So I will try to show again the 3D file. Can you see? You can see. Let me try just to import it, but it is again very large file. We have about 400 megabytes here, which has to be loaded. And I don't know if we will load with textures, because the texture is as well large, just to get the idea that you can rotate. One more second. This is the quick overview. So this is noun, but now, okay, we don't have now the color. Sorry, now after the crash, I cannot reconstruct it quickly. It was prepared, but principally you can see already the surface. And if the computer have enough power and the connection, let's say, is not disturbing in the internet, then we can map over that as well the scanner texture, so that you can rotate, you can see, can zoom, and have a virtual twin of the folklore of one region. And we hope that in the future, all partners together will create enough data, enough records from the different regions, and will be able to preserve this data. So thank you very much for the time. Sorry that was technical, this interruption, but that happens today.
Thank you very much, Professor Kyosev. Dear colleagues, dear friends, do you have any questions to Professor Kyosev?
Благодарим, професор Кьосев.
Моля.
Any questions? And if not, thank you very much, Professor Kyosev. Много ви благодаря. До нови срещи.
До нови срещи, успех на конференцията.
Благодаря много. Dear colleagues, dear friends, thank you all of you. And have a nice day. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Довиждане, и аз благодаря много за прекрасната презентация.
Благодаря. Довиждане. Georgos.
I'm here.
Довиждане.
Yes. Congratulations. Very good presentation. Thank you very much, Jordan.
Next time more. But I don't know what happened with the connection. It was terrible. But
This
one
happens.
time it was everything blocked.
Zlatina, congratulations for the conference. Very good.
Thank you very much, Yorgos.
See you soon.
See you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.